In the quest for spiritual enlightenment, the urge to share our discoveries and insights with those around us can be overwhelming. However, the journey to awakening is as intricate and personal as the soul itself. You see, there can be unintended consequences when forcing spiritual awakening upon others, or hastily propelling ourselves through this sacred process, which can lead to profound setbacks. By understanding the delicate nature of spiritual awakening, we can support a journey that leads to true enlightenment. This isn't just about respecting individual paths. It's a fundamental principle that could mean the difference between genuine transformation and a spiritual impasse. Reason 1. Psychological harm. In the journey of spiritual awakening, the path one takes is deeply personal and unique. This journey is as diverse as the stars in the night sky, with each individual shining their own light and finding their way in the vast cosmos of consciousness. However, in our eagerness to share the beauty of awakening with others, we might sometimes feel tempted to push those around us towards enlightenment. Yet it is crucial to understand why this forceful approach not only fails, but can also cause profound psychological harm. Spiritual awakening is an intimate process of becoming deeply aware of our inner selves and the interconnectedness of all life. It often involves shedding layers of misconception, embracing vulnerability, and opening up to the profound mysteries of existence. This process can be as delicate as the first rays of dawn, gently illuminating the darkness, revealing the world anew. When we try to force this delicate process upon someone, we risk causing psychological harm. This harm can manifest in various ways, including anxiety, resistance, and even a deep-seated rejection of spiritual concepts. Imagine being thrust into the glaring sun after spending a lifetime in the dim light. The shock could blind rather than illuminate. Similarly, an individual not ready for spiritual awakening might find the forced exposure disorienting and frightening, leading to confusion and psychological distress. Every person's psychological makeup is a complex tapestry woven from their experiences, beliefs, and personal development. Some might be on the brink of awakening, while others may be far from ready to embark on such a journey. By attempting to force awakening, we disregard the intricate nature of this tapestry, potentially unraveling threads of psychological stability and well-being. Philosophies and spiritual traditions across the world emphasize the importance of personal readiness and the natural unfolding of spiritual awareness. For instance, the parable of the seed growing secretly in the Christian tradition suggests that spiritual growth occurs in its own time, unseen until it is ready to break through the soil. Similarly, in Buddhism, the concept of Dharma unfolds uniquely for each individual, suggesting that the path to enlightenment cannot be rushed or imposed. The teachings of the ancient philosopher Laozi, the founder of Taoism, offer profound insight. Laozi believed in the principle of Wu Wei, which translates to non-action or effortless action. This concept doesn't advocate for inaction or passivity, but suggests moving through life with a sense of ease and flowing with the natural course of events without forcing them. Laozi's wisdom is particularly relevant when considering the journey of spiritual awakening. He teaches that true enlightenment cannot be forced upon someone. It must unfold in its own time, like a flower blooming at the first light of dawn. Laozi's philosophy encourages a gentle approach to spiritual awakening, one that respects the individual's pace and readiness. By embodying the principle of Wu Wei, we learn to support and guide others without imposition. This approach fosters a safe space for individuals to explore their spirituality, allowing them to awaken naturally to the interconnectedness of all things. It emphasizes the importance of patience, understanding, and the gentle guidance of those around us on their spiritual paths. Rather than forcing awakening upon others, our role should be to nurture an environment where spiritual growth can occur naturally. This involves practicing compassion, patience, and understanding, recognizing that each person's journey is their own. We can share our light without blinding others, offering guidance when asked and supporting the natural unfolding of their spiritual path. By acknowledging the potential for psychological harm in forcing spiritual awakening, we honor the sacredness of each individual's journey. In doing so, we cultivate a more compassionate and understanding world, where each person is free to explore the depths of their own being at their own pace. Reason 2. Individual rhythms. Just as every seed germinates in its own time, every person awakens to their spiritual reality in a moment uniquely suited to their inner growth. This understanding brings us to the second reason why we should never force people to awaken: the profound respect for individual rhythms. Spiritual awakening is not a linear process. It is a dance that moves to the rhythm of personal growth, experiences, and readiness. Some may find their awakening triggered by a significant life event, a moment of profound insight, or a gradual unfolding of consciousness. Others may tread gently towards enlightenment, their path marked by subtle realizations and quiet transformations. This dance is deeply personal and cannot be choreographed by an external force. Alan Watts, a British philosopher known for his interpretations of Eastern philosophy, particularly Zen Buddhism, emphasized the importance of embracing the natural flow of life. He often spoke about the interconnectedness of all things and the illusion of separateness that plagues human perception. According to Watts, attempting to force or control the awakening process contradicts the very essence of spiritual understanding. Attempting to accelerate someone's spiritual journey can disrupt their natural rhythm, leading to resistance, confusion, or even a retreat into denial. Just as each season has its purpose, each stage of spiritual awakening serves its role in personal growth. Rushing this process can prevent the deep roots of understanding and insight from taking hold, ultimately hindering rather than helping spiritual development. Our role, then, is not to push, but to support. We can provide nourishment through sharing our experiences, offering love and compassion, and being present for those on the path of awakening. Like gardeners tending to a diverse garden, we understand that each plant grows in its own time. We water, we tend, but we do not pull at the shoots to make them grow faster. Reason 3. Interference with natural process. The journey of spiritual awakening unfolds like a river flowing towards the ocean, meandering through landscapes, occasionally rushing and at other times pausing in tranquil pools. This natural process is both beautiful and essential, guided by forces beyond our immediate understanding. The third reason we should never force people to awaken touches on the sacredness of this natural unfolding and the detrimental effects of interference. Spiritual awakening is inherently a process of alignment with the deeper currents of life. It involves tuning into the rhythms of the universe, learning to listen to the whisper of the soul, and gradually shedding the layers that conceal our true essence. This alignment cannot be rushed or imposed. It must arise from within, prompted by an individual's inner readiness and the mysterious timing of the cosmos. Nature, in all its wisdom, does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. This Taoist principle highlights the power of trusting in the natural order of things. Just as a flower blooms in its own time, so too does spiritual awakening occur in the perfect moment. When we attempt to force this process, we act against the wisdom of nature, potentially disrupting the delicate balance that facilitates genuine spiritual growth. Forcing spiritual awakening can lead to what might be termed a premature awakening. This occurs when an individual is thrust into spiritual insights or experiences for which they are not yet ready, potentially leading to confusion, disorientation, and an inability to integrate these experiences into their life. The natural process ensures that awakening occurs in harmony with an individual's capacity to understand and embody the spiritual truths they encounter. Every experience, challenge, and encounter serves as a stepping stone on the path to awakening. These moments are not random. They are intricately woven into the fabric of our journey, designed to teach us, shape us, and prepare us for the next phase of our spiritual evolution. By interfering with this natural process, we risk removing essential experiences that contribute to the depth and authenticity of awakening. One of the most profound aspects of the spiritual path is learning to trust and surrender to the flow of life. This does not mean passivity, but rather an active engagement with life, guided by a deep trust in the unfolding of our spiritual journey. When we trust in the natural process, we open ourselves to the guidance of the universe, allowing our awakening to unfold in its own time, enriched by every experience and insight along the way. Reason 4. Risk of misinterpretation. In the landscape of spiritual awakening, where the terrain is often unfamiliar and the language of the soul speaks in whispers and symbols, the risk of misinterpretation is a significant concern. This brings us to the fourth reason why forcing people to awaken can be detrimental. The journey is deeply personal and laden with nuances that require individual discernment to navigate. Misinterpretation of spiritual signs, experiences, or teachings can lead to confusion, disillusionment, or a detour from one's true path. Spiritual awakening involves tuning into the language of the soul, a language that is often symbolic and open to interpretation. This language speaks through dreams, intuitions, synchronicities, and the quiet stirrings of the heart. It is a language that is unique to each individual, shaped by their experiences, beliefs, and innermost yearnings. When we try to force this process, we risk imposing our own interpretations on another's experience, potentially skewing their understanding and relationship with their inner self. Interpretation of spiritual experiences is a journey in itself, one that requires patience, reflection, and a deep listening to the whispers of one's own soul. It is through this process of personal interpretation that individuals find meaning in their experiences, insights that resonate with their own truth, and guidance that aligns with their path. Forced awakening can shortcut this vital interpretive process, leading to borrowed insights that lack personal resonance or worse, misinterpretations that misguide. One philosopher who deeply explored the intricacies of personal interpretation and the nuances of spiritual awakening is Carl Jung. Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, delved into the depths of the human psyche, acknowledging the importance of individual interpretation in the realm of spirituality. Central to Jung's work is the concept of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared symbolic imagery and archetypal patterns that all humans inherit. Within this collective unconscious, Jung believed, lie the symbols and motifs that populate our dreams, fantasies, and spiritual experiences. However, Jung emphasized that the interpretation of these symbols is deeply personal and must be approached with sensitivity to one's unique context and psyche. For Jung, spiritual awakening was not a uniform process, but rather a journey of individuation, where individuals seek to integrate all aspects of their psyche, both conscious and unconscious, into a harmonious whole. This process involves encountering and wrestling with the shadow, the repressed and often hidden aspects of the self, as well as engaging with the archetypal forces that shape human experience. Spiritual truths, while universal in their essence, must be lived and understood in the context of one's own life to be truly grasped. The danger in forcing awakening is the implicit promotion of a one-size-fits-all approach to spirituality. This overlooks the rich diversity of human experience and the myriad ways in which spiritual truths can be lived and expressed. It is through the personal journey of interpretation and integration that these truths come alive, tailored to the unique contours of each individual's soul. One of the most profound aspects of spiritual awakening is the moment of personal revelation, when a piece of spiritual wisdom shifts from being an abstract concept to a lived experiential truth. This moment of revelation is deeply personal and cannot be given or forced. It arises from an intricate process of contemplation, life experience, and the individual's active engagement with their spiritual journey. Forcing awakening risks bypassing these moments of revelation, leaving individuals with concepts that are understood intellectually but not deeply felt or realized. Our role in supporting others on their spiritual path is to nurture an environment where authentic understanding can blossom. This involves sharing from our own journey with humility, encouraging personal exploration, and honoring the unique ways in which each person interprets and integrates their spiritual experiences. It is through this supportive and open space that individuals can safely navigate the complexities of spiritual awakening, making sense of their experiences in a way that is deeply meaningful and authentic to them. Reason 5. Overwhelms paralyzing grip. The path of spiritual awakening is rich with revelations, insights, and profound shifts in perception. However, when the pace of this journey accelerates beyond an individual's capacity to integrate these experiences, it can lead to a state of overwhelm. This overwhelm can grip the psyche, paralyzing the very process of spiritual growth and exploration. This brings us to our 5th reason for caution against forcing people to awaken: the risk of overwhelming individuals to the point of spiritual stagnation or regression. Overwhelm occurs when the influx of new information, experiences, or energies surpasses our ability to process and assimilate them. In the context of spiritual awakening, this can mean encountering profound existential truths, confronting deep-seated shadows, or experiencing states of consciousness for which one is not prepared. The result can be confusion, anxiety, and a sense of being lost in a sea of spiritual ambiguity. When overwhelmed, an individual's natural response might be to retreat, to shut down, or to erect barriers against further spiritual experiences. This defensive mechanism, while understandable, can halt the process of awakening, trapping the individual in a state of fear or denial. The spiritual journey, meant to be liberating, becomes a source of distress, and the seeker may find themselves paralyzed at the threshold of deeper understanding. Spiritual growth is not just about accumulating experiences or insights. It is equally about integrating these into one's life. Integration is the process of making sense of spiritual experiences, relating them to one's personal journey, and embodying the lessons learned. This process takes time, patience, and a gentle approach to self-exploration. By forcing awakening, we risk overwhelming the individual's capacity for integration, leading to a backlog of unassimilated experiences that cloud the path forward. The journey of spiritual awakening is not a race. It is a pilgrimage of the soul toward deeper understanding and connection. A sustainable pace allows for rest, reflection, and the gradual unfolding of awareness. It honors the natural rhythms of growth, where periods of rapid expansion are balanced with times of consolidation and rest. Encouraging a pace that respects the individual's need for integration fosters a healthier, more fulfilling spiritual journey. Supporting someone on their spiritual path requires sensitivity to their pace and readiness. It involves offering guidance when asked, sharing insights in a way that invites curiosity rather than dogma, and recognizing the signs of overwhelm. Creating a safe space for individuals to express their fears, doubts, and experiences without judgment allows them to navigate their spiritual journey with confidence, reducing the risk of paralysis by overwhelm. Reason 6. The lost art of self-discovery. In an age where instant gratification is often the norm, the slow, meandering journey of self-discovery can seem like a forgotten path. Yet this journey is at the heart of spiritual awakening, a process through which individuals uncover their true selves, their deepest values, and their unique place in the cosmos. The 6th reason to avoid forcing people to awaken is that it undermines this crucial process of self-discovery, replacing it with external prescriptions and shortcuts that bypass the individual's inner wisdom. Self-discovery is an art that involves peeling back the layers of societal conditioning, personal fears, and misconceptions to reveal the true self that lies beneath. It is a process filled with questions more than answers, where the journey itself is as important as the destination. This path requires solitude, introspection, and the freedom to explore without coercion or the imposition of another's beliefs. The process of awakening is deeply personal and cannot be fully understood or facilitated by another. It involves personal inquiry, where questions like, "Who am I? What is my purpose? And what is truth?" lead the way. These questions cannot be answered from the outside. They require an inward journey that each person must undertake for themselves. Forcing spiritual beliefs or experiences on someone can interrupt this delicate process of inquiry, leading to confusion or a sense of disconnection from one's own truth. Forcing awakening can also lead to spiritual bypassing, a term coined by psychologist John Welwood. Spiritual bypassing is a phenomenon wherein individuals use spiritual beliefs and practices to avoid dealing with unresolved psychological issues or emotional pain. John Welwood, a prominent psychologist and author, extensively explored this concept in his work. He described how people may use spirituality as a way to bypass uncomfortable emotions or challenging aspects of themselves, rather than confronting them directly. Welwood highlighted how the pursuit of spiritual ideals, such as unconditional love or transcendence, could become a means of escape from the messiness of human experience. Instead of engaging with their emotions or facing difficult truths, individuals might cling to spiritual concepts as a way to bypass their struggles, believing that they are above or beyond such earthly concerns. However, Welwood cautioned that this approach ultimately hinders genuine growth and self-discovery. By avoiding the necessary work of emotional healing and self-exploration, individuals may remain stuck in patterns of denial or suppression, preventing them from truly integrating their spiritual insights into their lived experience. The journey of self-discovery flourishes in an environment of autonomy and personal responsibility. When individuals are encouraged to explore their spirituality at their own pace, they are more likely to develop a deep, nuanced understanding of themselves and their beliefs. This autonomy supports the development of a spiritual practice that is genuinely transformative, rooted in personal experience and insight rather than borrowed ideas or imposed frameworks. Patience and trust are vital companions on the path of self-discovery. Spiritual awakening unfolds in its own time, revealing insights and truths when the individual is ready to receive and integrate them. By respecting each person's unique timing, we honor the natural process of growth and discovery. Trusting in the wisdom of this process allows individuals to explore their spirituality with curiosity and openness, free from the pressure to conform to external expectations or timelines. Reason 7. Spiritual shutdown. The journey towards spiritual awakening is one of profound transformation and discovery. However, this path is delicate, requiring a nurturing environment, patience, and the freedom to explore. The final reason we caution against forcing spiritual awakening upon others is the risk of spiritual shutdown, a state where an individual becomes closed off to further spiritual exploration and growth. This shutdown is not merely a pause, it's a retreat into a shell, where the potential for awakening becomes buried under fear, confusion, and resistance. Spiritual shutdown occurs when the pressure to awaken, whether from external sources or internal expectations, becomes overwhelming. This pressure can stifle the natural curiosity and openness necessary for spiritual exploration, leading to a state of defensiveness or apathy towards spiritual matters. The individual, once eager to explore the depths of their being and the mysteries of the universe, now views their spiritual journey as a source of discomfort or distress. Forcing spiritual awakening can inadvertently send the message that there is a right way to be spiritual, creating a sense of inadequacy or failure in those who don't experience awakening as prescribed. This can lead to disillusionment with spirituality as a whole, as individuals start to associate spiritual growth with judgment, pressure, and unattainable standards. Instead of a personal journey of discovery, spirituality becomes a source of stress and competition. The spiritual path is deeply personal and subjective. It is a journey that respects the individual's pace, experiences, and interpretations. By acknowledging and honoring this uniqueness, we preserve the sanctity of the spiritual journey. It's essential to approach spiritual guidance with humility, recognizing that our role is not to dictate the journey, but to support and facilitate it in a way that respects the individual's autonomy and soul's timing. Creating a supportive environment for spiritual growth means encouraging exploration without expectation. It involves sharing experiences and insights without attachment to how they are received or whether they are acted upon. Such an environment nurtures the seeds of spirituality gently, allowing them to sprout in their own time and manner. It's about being present, offering a listening ear, and most importantly, embodying the qualities of compassion, patience, and unconditional acceptance. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.